Hello everyone, Agion here with another Company Heroes 2 replay. Spawn on the north side as the austere, we have Insane DevM. Spawn on the south side as a Soviet player, we have Finndeed. We have these two high level players. We got DevM. Oh, feeling good out the tournament. Was this match recorded before the tournament? Or is he actually during the tournament? Not exactly sure. This replay is actually very recent. Today at least. I'm not exactly sure what hour. We do got a dual Pioneer opener, a bit unusual. We usually see an MG42, but this will correlate to more map pressure and more capping. Well, more capping pressure, I should say. Map pressure could be done by the MG42s. As I was saying, Von Ivan's currently underrated. Von Ivan's one of those people who don't surrender. He just does not surrender, which really can drain out your opponent in the early game. Oh, they're calling his Von Ivan's OKW play weak. That's something to note. But either way, looks like we do have initial skirmishes here. We do got combat engineers versus the pioneers. Pioneers are just trying to capture the point. We got these other pioneers here. Once they capture the fuel, we do have two pioneers to help for us. So we do have an M3 scout car. Very unusual timing. They had to go for conscripts, then combat engineers into the building, which does. It's just a very interesting opener. The scout car is great versus OKW because they don't get Panzerfaust very early on. However, Grenadiers do get them very on, and there's no MG42, so there's not going to be a good flamer flankage. So this is actually, well, there's now going to be one. So this is going to be just unusual. I'm just going to say that. These players are probably definitely better than me. Granted, I would say above average, but not to brag. So I'm just going to leave it up to them. Let's see how this will pan out. You got the Grenadiers engaging. Conscripts are in this light cover thanks to this side road ridge, but do get the Pioneers rushing on forward. Now they're in the close range accuracy, so some of them will have point blank and the. But we do got into the building jump in. The Pioneers do have, since they recently were buffed with a close range damage, they can actually fight. Especially versus combat engineers at close range. You could have saw it pop out. Could have got a squad wipe if he was very lucky. But he will manage to get away. Grenadiers going in for the Panzerfaust. Constantly trying to reverse move this in. And you do have some very good map pressure by the austere player. Tellermine, very potent, can engage almost any unit. We do also have a scout sniper. She is ready to fire. Ready to fight. Try to do something a bit unique, because usually I think the chance of female, it probably is 50%, but it just seems like male snipers tend to be a bit more common. First sniper shot coming up forward will score a hit. MG42 is ready to set up. We'll eventually displace this engineer team. The sniper is very potent. There's no austere sniper out on the field, and it'd be a very expensive go for one at this moment. We do got a flamer squad ready to rush forward. This scout car is only a half health, but there's no Panzerfaust in the area, so that is fine. MG42 is trying to rush to the building, but there is a flamer of the squad. If he would actually retreat before actually entering the house, that would have been better. Now he could just dance around the building and burn the squad out. He's going to try to exit out now. He needs to go out to the front window. He does, but his squad's very low in health. The flamer will score a kill there. Next barrage will score one more model, and in fact will wipe it. He could jump out the engineer team to snag his own. Yes, he will. Will retreat back the squad, but being danced around, pushed around from the squad. In fact, he was carrying the MG42 while it was still on the ground. The squad's very low on health. We do not have battle phase 1, so we will not see any anticipation rifle grenade trying to hit upon retreat. It is a possibility. Very hard to pull off. Ooh, one of the engineers, in fact, went down. One model's dead there. That's clearly engineer, so it looks like it didn't this engineer squad was a bit left out to dry and will get wiped. However, he did claim MG42 in return, so that's overall definitely a big bonus to him. Snipers will be forced back. They did receive a bullet, but of course, it's just a bullet. And most likely, yeah, there are medics available now. Very early medics, very nice. We do have, in fact, the mechanized support tactics ISU 152 and the guards rifle, along with the mark target and bombing strike. Most likely, we will see a squad of guards once this reaches up to 1 CP or 2 CP, along with 260 manpower, 360 manpower. Tongue twister, tongue twisting. There we go. Scout car is still here, very awkward position. Most likely forgot about it for the moment. Hopefully he won't get killed by accident. Don't have enough munitions yet for DPs, but he is approaching it. Only need about 20 more. 22 actually. 21. Sorry about that. Somebody was yelling down to me. And did I make sure to turn back yeah, I muted my microphone. There's a button underneath it. Right here, if I would just sort of show it. Sometimes I forget to unmute it. Hopefully, the start of my replay wasn't muted. No, I did see the sound volume. I see my, on my second monitor, the OBS preview. I mainly keep that there so I make sure, yes, I am recording. In fact, I just realized I'm using the wrong layout. This should be a little bit better. There we go. I just record a Steel Division Normandy 44 replay, so that's my layout for it. I could have sworn 2 of those models just walked through the thing, but it was clearly a vault over, even though it's just a graphical bug. You got 2-2 coming out now. This scout car is good as dead. The snipers did retreat back. One reason why I believe the balance team should have went from another path, instead of changing increase in fuel but regulating the damage, I would have recommended revert the upgrade, but keep it still to 10 fuel. But that's my personal opinion, because the 2-2 just means instant death to the scout car, WC-51s, well, 51s with MG with 50 cals, and of course it also means instant death to the Bren. Hence why it's such a poor unit to use against Austere. This MG42 will get forced back, just being class bombed by way too many units. We got an Austere sniper now moving on, being called in. We do got 2 guards units. One of them just got upgraded with DPs. This one is not, however. We got more teller mines coming out. He's expecting a light vehicle, very likely, especially when his opponent just deployed 2-2. But however, 2 squads of guards, you don't really need a light vehicle to counter it. P2RS is more than capable of engaging in 2-2, especially for all these buildings here for cover. I wonder, did he see this? He needs to get another engineer for Minesweeper, but he doesn't. Probably, if he did not see it, that's a very good timing to lay that down. Very far forward, very potent. Do we have AT grenades? Sniper is firing. No AT grenades. That was the Soviet sniper. The Austere sniper has 0 kills. Is lining up its first shot. Yes, we'll claim a conscript. Austere sniper is not exactly great versus Soviet since there's so many models. Doesn't cause as much bleed in comparison to infantry section and riflemen. No flamers on any of these pioneer squads. We won't see any garrison cleaning just yet. Auction loadout, mechanized. I don't see that being all too effective. Lightning War is probably the most effective for the moment. You can still get the G43s and the overpowered Ju-87 Loiter. Mechanized assault mobile defense will be good for if he's really falling behind, but he doesn't need all Struppen. He has already plenty of Grenadiers out on the field. Also has a sniper. Of course, that Puma could be a good panic fallback.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
We do get the sniper had been briefly revealed. He could have tried chasing it down, but of course he is worried about any AT gun. It's very low in health. And of course there's also PTRSs up there, so it probably would have been taken out. More telemines coming out. This is a good way to stop the light vehicle rush and prevent any sort of vehicle dive. Another austere sniper. Very interesting choice. I'm not sure what his other doctrines were, but seeing he went for two... Actually, he went for two sniper bulletins. I would say the 5% reload is actually a waste, seeing they don't really reload all too often. So I would say that's a waste of a bulletin. But the point and click can be quite good.
The sharpshooter has arrived.
Two austere snipers are out. They do of course have the 4% increased armor. So that I wonder if that actually affects the health or the armor. If it increases armor, it just makes it so there's like 2% chance that it won't do any damage to the sniper if received a hit. This one sniper has received fire and currently falling back. There is a med bunker for him, so that is fine. Another Grenadier squad. I'm sort of surprised he hasn't gotten a pack yet. Or even Panzer Grenadiers. We do see Lightning War, so Panzer Grenadiers, G43 is a good alternative to Panzer Grenadiers. But he really does need a pack. He does have significant amount of teller mines, which can ward away light vehicles. I guess he's planning solely his defense on against light vehicles with teller mines, which they can one-shot any of the light vehicles of the Soviet player. So that is a reasonable alternative, I guess. But if his opponent would have gotten a minesweeper out, this would have been instantly denied. If he would have seen this teller mine, he would have instantly got a combat engineer out for a minesweeper to help remove it. Austere snipers right here. Do got the Soviet sniper ready for counter sniping in behind the line. So if this austere sniper decides to fall back after shooting, could run straight in the line of sight of the Soviet scout sniper. Very potent position right there. In fact, he's in range. He's going to hit the guards team. He's going to counter snipe and instantly, boom, dead. Since he's on hold fire, the aim time is set to 0 pretty much. It instantly snipes him. That's a nice thing about the hold fire. Aim time is instant. So if you're going to counter snipe, make sure it's on hold fire instead of you have to line up the shot and then fire again. That is huge. Losing that German marksman is huge. It's a very expensive asset to invest into, and losing it. You got two G43s lined up. This one didn't get upgraded, even though it's at vet 2 because it's behind enemy lines. But this one's a bit interesting. When you could have gotten this one, it actually probably was behind enemy lines. That's why you upgraded the other two. You could see a rifle grenade. Nope, will not fall. Will not see a rifle grenade. Didn't have the munitions for it anyway. Actually, we just saw a rifle grenade here, so he did actually have the munitions. With the squad at very low health, G43s should start ripping apart the squad shortly. P70 had come out. And that is a bit of a problem. He only has a 2-2 for a soft counter, but as we saw earlier, with all those losing that squad entirely, and that's G43s. That is a huge loss, and we're actually instantly replacing. He doesn't. My personal opinion, I would like to. My personal preference is only getting 3 combat squads. Ooh, and then perhaps getting a Panzer Grenadier squad, or focus on something else like more weapon teams. But of course, different players has different play styles. He prefers his Grenadiers, as you can see. You may see a dive here, but there are PTRSs to help whittle away the vehicle. We will see 2 more hits there. One model is almost dead. We do got the T70, and button will slow the rate of fire and destroys it. Absolutely want to make sure that sniper lives. Very nice. Conscripts going in on a deep dive. We'll get decapped this point, but really that's an insignificant point. He does in fact cancel the Grenadier squad, unless he lost it. No, most recent one built still has a G43s and Veteran C1, so he did cancel it. Eyeing for building a structure, he does have, in fact, enough for Panzer IV and fuel, just needs the manpower. He could obligate not go for reinforcements in order to get this Panzer IV out sooner rather than later. And this Panzer IV can be quite potent. However, there's 3 squads of PTRSs. They can fight a Panzer IV. And will destroy the T-70 to the teller mine. As you can see here, the teller mine. Fuck, I knew it. Pardon my language. He just knew that going so deep. He saw very late G43s, no MG3042s, no munition sinks. He just knew in the back of his mind he's going to run to a teller. Which he probably, if in the back of his mind, this player, a much more veteran player, should have known that he's going to run to a teller mine. But of course, fortune favors the bold, but like any gamble, you can win some and you lose some.
The enemy is taking our territory. Our lines of supply are disrupted.
Panzer IV approaching the manpower fort. You could actually see Oswin. He saw the T-70. Actually, I just saw a huge... Yeah, we are actually going to see T-4. We could see an Oswin. That is a possibility. More of an anti-infantry asset. We'll drop a PTRS. We'll pick it up upon exiting the building. The Panzer IV is the most potent threat on the field. Tier 4, however, is being built, and he's only a short amount of fuel away from getting T-34-76. But most likely, he see all the G43s, and probably and knowing how common G43s are on Lightning War, he's most likely going to go for Su-85 to deal with Tigers later on. Or he could go for Katusha. You got a significant amount of field control by the Soviet player currently. Granted, his tickets are lower, but in return, but right now he has field map control. Flamer did quite a bit of damage, but does force retreat upon the Pioneers before doing any more. Looks like you got a merge. Yes, called it, merge. Some of you don't see it very often, but I love it when I see it. I do it occasionally, but then again, I more play with penals, and I more play 3v3s. So I don't do merge very often because I don't have conscripts. Panzer IV now out on the field. We do not have, actually, we just barely have enough munitions for a Panzer, for MG42. However, he's currently not in supply. In fact, he was never in supply. There's a brief moment he could have got it, but he is not in supply. You could always opt in to get more G43s anyways. That may be a bit more preferable. Sniper is just slowly pulling in. More teller mines over here. There's a lot of mines. He needs to get a minesweeper out. He knows his lack of G43s. If he hit one teller mine, he knows that his opponent will probably get more. Ooh, runs into a TM35. But there are only PTRSs nearby, which can take it out the Panzer IV. But it will take a significant amount of time. T-34-76 trying to be rapidly deployed. Hopefully try to get a kill upon the Panzer IV. But he knows his opponent went for dual Pioneer, so repairs are very prevalent. So most likely he will get that repaired up before the T-34. Actually, T-34-76 builds quite quickly. They see a rifle grenade. Going behind the line of sight blocker, very nice. And you also got the cutoff here, but at this point, field's not as important. Because you don't need to rush out your technique. He's also getting his first T-34 out on the way. However, every bit of fuel counts, especially if you plan to go for ISU 152. You got the MG42 hopping into the other building. He just didn't. Now he has spotted it through these retreating units. I2 is ready, but most likely will not see in the game. It's 200 manpower. He has DPs to put on his guards. He might have got them all. One, yes. This one, yes. And this one, definitely. So in fact, he has all his squads with DPs, but mostly he will be saving it for mark target. But of course, if he gets enough for both, might as well throw down both. It's another teller mine. Found it. Combat engineers are currently retreating back, and seeing he only has one squad. It is Vet 2, so it has the increased repair rate. But it will take a significant amount of time to repair this. If he was paying attention to the landmine, he could dive in upon it with 2 squads DPs. There's Button, and Button's a great way to help eventually kill off the T-34-76. But he's going to rush on in. He knows he's swept the mine there the old-fashioned way. We'll find the T-34. There's no Button nearby. Only needs one more shot, but hits the landmine right there. We'll fire a close range shot. Rolls a bounce. Keeping it still for maximum accuracy. Rolls another bounce. It's out of range. The T-34 is ready loaded. Fires force ground fire. And now he has to deal with PTRS that's upon the rear armor. Main gun destroyed. And loses that to very bad RNG. Because rolled 2 bounces on T-34-76. That's very bad luck. If you remember correctly, the T-34-76 has nice grenade upon retreat path. Does significant amount of damage. We'll get one model. I think the T-34-76 has an armor of... It's really... I think that the Panzer IV has a penetration rate of 80%, I believe. They're just throwing a spitball number. Going for another Panzer IV, because he has no other AT option. He needs his Panzer IV. He can't wait for the Tiger tank. This Panzer IV will be his only AT option on the field. He needs this. Or Stug times 2. T-34-76 is now fully repaired, doing significant damage onto the house. It is keeping this unit out on the field for the additional damage, but this T-34-76 getting very close range, but it is a miss. It only gets one model by the machine gun. Looks like he lost a squad of Grenadiers. T-34-76 now rolling on forward. Rolls a miss. Panzer IV now out on the field. Do we see a Pinto mount? Yes, we do. Deciding not to get any G43s on the squad just yet. There are 2 squads here ready for Button, but no munitions for it. But their PTRSs can pitch and bit additional damage to help enable versus fighting. But we do got some very good hits upon the squad by the Panzer IV. Could wipe it. The Pinto mount's about ready. No, it's not yet just up yet. All mounts do miss the final kills. Rolls a miss. Flamer, upon hitting this squad in the garrison, has to be very careful. He's not paying attention. He could get the squad wiped, but it was already pretty low in health, so the squads do manage to pick it off along with the sniper. The mount now available. Conscripts find it. No AT grenade upgrade. That is important to note. There's no snares by the squad. I suppose if you only have one squad of conscripts, you don't really need snares. We got a squad of guards here. Do note there's still one model conscript. I wonder, does the conscript gain the receive accuracy of the guards? Or do they maintain their own receive accuracy? Getting unlucky here. Yeah, didn't wipe out 2 retreating squads. You could honestly leave that conscript squad unreinforced and just keep them using it reinforcing the guard squads for cheaper reinforcements. But that's assuming they keep the guards received accuracy. You got a minesweeper squad here. This one's already been detonated. We got the Panzer IV being repaired up, that little bit extra health. 2 T-34-76s out. He's going for a tank spam. This can be quite potent. It will force away the any Tiger tank. And seeing he spent so much on these Teller mines, he does not have access to any of these loiters. That is a huge thing. The loiter will pretty much instantly kill a tank, a T-34 76 in the first volley, and the loiter will go ahead and continue around and try to hit the other tank. Continues to invest more and more munitions into the squads, so we will not see any loiter. Of course, I don't mind. It's relatively overpowered. Does spot this Teller mine, though it's behind a line of sight blocker, so may not actually see it. Now he does. Note, this squad can actually defuse the mine, even though it doesn't have the minesweeper. It's just that you just only need the minesweeper just needs there to spot the mine. I don't think he actually realizes that mine's there. He must be a bit too focused. Scout sniper at Vet 2 at 14 kills. Marksman sniper is at 26 kills. There goes the conscript model. T-34 76 ready to engage. You could see this T-34 76 roll over and engage the Panzer IV, or you can go ahead and start pushing on that flank. Go for a good possibility. He doesn't really need the extra T-34 perhaps to wipe the squad, but there is a Panzerfaust here. No, not enough munitions for a Panzerfaust. And he got lucky. He's assumed there's enough munitions for a Panzerfaust, but however, there isn't. He does push forward, displacing... I don't think there's actually a squad in the area. So he displaced nothing. Rangers should be able to win the fight unless the conscripts behind the heavy cover. There are 4 windows and a 5th window along the side to help put additional damage in. All the conscripts are firing, but there's just a blob-style grenadiers. I'm just going to call it, that's a blob. But granted, if you want to make 1 point secure, you just blob up and send all your infantry to fire. G43s can promote a blobby type style since they do have pretty good movement accuracy in comparison to regular. You got a nice frag coming in down. We'll do some damage. Won't get any model wipes, model kills. Panzer IV now fully repaired. It's far from a Tiger tank, so he sees there's 2 T-34 76s, so he most likely should invest into another Panzer IV. However, he has gotten the pack another AT option other than the Panzer IV. Marksman sniper is trying to slowly pick away this MG42 team. Losing that squad in the early game and gaining this has been such a huge advantage. At that point, he didn't have to worry about any additional MGs to worry about because, well, he claimed it for his own. Didn't have to build any mortars to counter it or kill in for more scout car flamer runs. We will see a Panzerfaust, but that's a big waste of Panzerfaust. Whoa! Whoa! Was there a Teller mine there? That's huge. Now that must have been a Teller mine for that much damage. That's more than TM35. So that's huge. He bring up a pack. He's going to bring forward the Panzer IV. He could wipe it. It will take, I think, 2 hits. Panzer IV is going ahead and lock down the area. You could start pushing forward with this Panzer IV. He has the AT gun to support, so the other T-34 is not a problem. 2 flaming squads. He could go ahead and start flaming down the conscripts just because it do a lot of damage. Though this Pioneer squad is going to be forced back, most likely will not get wiped, has plenty of health. Scout snipers in the area, but of course they don't have the extended camouflage time, so briefly solid. If you would have just kept it there, he probably would have been fine to keep the There, another second Panzer IV has rolled on forward. We most likely will see a third T-34-76 or an Su-85. Both are a good possibility. He has once again redetect this mine, and he's now going to clean it up, which is not a problem. He cleans it up now, he doesn't have to worry about it later. And since he didn't clean up before, he never hit it, so it's fine. No harm, no foul. The tickets are in favor of the austere player due to the fact that he's ahead by 100, but it's going to get things down on him. But that will shortly change. He's probably going to buff out the scratches, and then he could actually just capture with his Grenadier squad. The Minesweeper team already came through, so there's no demo charge. We have a significant stockpile of munitions, so he is approaching enough munitions for the precision bombing strike. The German marksman now is moving forward, just out of range. He's going to line up a shot with a sniper, and we will see a counter snipe. This sniper has claimed the kill of 2 snipers. That is huge. But a little bit late than never with the other sniper, but both of the austere snipers are now down, and the scout sniper has reigned supreme with superior positioning.
We are losing a sector.
Two T-34-76s are going to find both Panzer IVs with rear armor showing and side armor. But there is a pack here to support. Just need 2 more hits and then he's dead. There is a button available. He just used it. Holy crap, his munitions just went down. Not sure what I see. Oh, he must have queued up a bunch of AT mines. This must be the option. A little bit too close between the two. Interesting placement. You have a bit of a fuel stockpile. He could now start saving up the Tiger tank. He has the pack. He has 2 Panzer IVs. He can handle most armor. There are 3 T-34-76s, but he has 3 guns to bear upon them.
We have 200 points remaining.
We got the scout sniper still laying in. Decides to instantly retreat upon that fire. Wants to be safe to not get taken out by a Panzer IV. We have elite infantry available. But he already has 5 grenadiers, so I don't think he really needs more Osttruppen. Pack does get a nice hit into the T-34. The T-34s are here. We do got a 4th T-34-76, a big stick tank spam. Basically, who wins the final armor engagement will probably win the game entirely. Oh, this is very, very risky. He spotted this teller mine, but he's placing a TM-35 upon it. So I think a Panzer IV, if he would have hit this one, the nearby explosion for this would actually wipe a Panzer IV in 1 hit. He might have seen this, he might have not. Just out of range. 2 T-34s with the armor upgrade. Now there's a huge chance for bouncing. There's plenty of mines to protect the retreat, but if he receives that 1 last hit, oh, not enough. But do got this landmine here to help prevent any dives. Both these tanks are very low. We'll hit this landmine. We'll lose a T-34-76, however. There's another landmine here. He may hit it. Yes, he will in fact hit it. Both these T-34s now have no engine. But we do got a nice flank from two more T-34-76s. However, there is a pack here to help defend. This one Pioneer squad is down to one member. We'll get a nice hit, a double hit there. You got a marked target on the last aircraft, well, on the last tank. We'll take 2 more hits to penetrate. This the AT gun trying to find a hit line of sight, but these smoke wreckages are being a bit of a problem. Both sides rolling miss after miss. Wreckage providing more and more cover. Starting to repair this unit, but the Pioneers are starting to get hit. You need to start retreating it back. There is this teller mine rigged along with a TM-35. You got one more hit left before the T-34-85 gets destroyed. Trying to angle the frontal armor and does get destroyed. Both of these T-34-76s are very low health, but of course, all the armor threats are neutralized. Yeah, there was an AT grenade. That's what actually finished off the T-34-76. I didn't see any shots from it, but the AT grenade does, in fact, get the final kill. Landing blow. Killing blow. That's the word I'm looking for. Or words. Guards are proving a bit potent and difficult to deal with. They're very potent. There are elite infantry. Austria does not really have access to elite infantry. Panzer Grenadiers are good, but they're mid-range and close range. They don't have access to a long-range infantry, other than stormtroopers going for G43s. Ooh, the double explosion from the rifle grenade will kill off a lot of the crew members there. I think the MG42 is pretty much now in the destroyed state. Once it gets decrewed, it will go completely down. You got a third T-34-76 now being deployed out. However, we are see approaching fuel for the Tiger tank. Just needs one more, a little over 1 minute of fuel because it needs to reach up to 230. However, this cutoff point where the fuel point is here is vulnerable. It will take 2 minutes if he decaptures it then. And with 3 tanks to deal with, that is not exactly ideal. But however, the combat engineers are not home repairing. That is huge. He has nothing repairing these tanks. And they're just currently sitting back in base. He needs to get that combat engineer back home and start repairing. That is critical. We'll decap the pack. But there's a flamethrower team to garrison that building. Grenadier team will get sniped by a P-3RS. You got another Grenadiers squad coming on forward. Half a minute away till the Tiger tank. But there's no counter at the moment to these T-34-76s. Okay, he's now back at base repairing up. Conscript squad will get burned out. These T-34-76s do in fact have veterancy, so they do have the secure point enabled, so you can use them to capture points instead. Tiger tank now ready. Deploys with 0 fuel remaining. He is really wanting this Tiger tank. He could upgrade to the Pinto, or he could save up munitions for the Ju-87 strafe. He just needs another 2 minutes. Looks like he's going to upgrade with... Actually, no. That was a G43 upgrade, I believe. Yes, we do see the G43 upgrade. This pack is actually quite critical. If he can secure that, he has a bit of a more hard counter to the Tiger tank, but instantly gets decrewed. We are going to see a Panzerfaust, but it's a waste of a Panzerfaust. He did not have any prior damage. Rear armor is exposed to the other T-34s. So they could come around for a good flank. Do in fact have marked target upon the Tiger tank. He could just retreat back and wait it out. He could go ahead and destroy the pack gun. T-34s are starting to swarm. He could use one for ramming as it gets low on health. I will say only if it gets low on health. Ooh! Blast teller mine finally been spotted. Or the hard way. And you got the spin out control. The Tiger tank has received quite a bit of fire, however, quite a bit of penetrating hits. This tank's trying to limp on back. One tank's severely damaged also. Tiger tank going on in with very little over half health, about 2/3. There's a number of PTRSs to help ward away and button it, but however, there's not enough munitions for our chain buttoning. We got the pack gun captured. Nice penetrating hit from the T-34-76. He could initiate a ram to allow the pack gun to get a good hit. Does initiate a ram, but the cannon does finish off the Tiger tank. There's no more AT options. This is huge trouble. No more AT on the field other than this pack. Granted, the T-34-76s are severely damaged. They'll be off the line for quite a bit of time. There are 2 engineer squads, one of them freshly built. Sniper's still a bit of a problem. Claimed the lives of 22 units, which includes 2 snipers. Will force these units to fall back. All 3 VPs are counting in his favor. Without the Tiger tank, he needs something big to happen. He needs a Stug. He needs a Panzer IV. He needs armor on the field now. Looks like DevM just looks like he's playing his loss to sleep and will cast in the towel. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.